Pink Revolution. Now, today we're going to be reviewing Weezer's freaking sophomore album. I've never used that term, sophomore album, but it's their second album, Pinkerton, infamous Pinkerton. What a controversial album. Okay, so honestly, this is like every hipster's favorite Weezer album, but when it came out, it got bad reviews. Kind of a weird freaking album, really strange. First time I listened to it, I was like, why did Weezer release? What is this? What is going on? So, is it as good? Is it as good as hipsters say, or is it as bad as the critics said when the freaking album was released? Well, I'll tell you in a second. Continuing my journey to review every single Weezer album before their freaking new album, Van Weezer, comes out that I bought on vinyl for like $100. I pre-ordered it even though the album's not even coming out yet, and they don't even know when they delayed when the album's coming out. I don't even know it's gonna come out. Let's take a look at the album cover for Pinkerton now. So this album cover to me says two very important things about the music that you're gonna hear inside the album. Okay, so, well, first off, this album artwork is literally a work of art from a Japanese artist, and then they just used it as their freaking album cover. Okay, so first thing this tells you about is that Weezer is gonna freaking really have a sort of fixation on Japanese culture in this album. It's kind of like, you know, those weird guys on the internet that just like freaking fetishize, you know, Japanese anime girls or whatever. Well, it looks like freaking Weezer was doing this all the way back in the 90s before it was cool to be freaking Japanese obsessed on the internet. Okay, so, and also the album title is called Pinkerton, which is the name of a character in a play called Madama Butterfly, which is a play that takes place in Japan. So you got freaking the album artwork and the album title already referencing Japan. And the second thing this album cover tells me about the music, is the album cover, you can see, is a lot darker than the Blue album cover. And that is not a coincidence, folks. The music here is also going to be a lot darker than what you hear in the Blue album, both in terms of the guitar tones are pretty noisy and dirty and dark guitar tones, a little bit more abrasive than what you hear on the Blue album, which I think is pretty cool, honestly. And also lyrically, this is going to be a pretty dark album too. Lots of pretty like honest, emotional, kind of depressing lyrics from Rivers Cuomo. Okay, you're gonna hear lyrics about, well, let's start by talking about Across the Sea, okay? It's both a dark song and a Japanese, Japanese girl love song. So, literally the song is about a girl from Japan, an 18-year-old, as he says in the song, but in real life, the girl who wrote this letter was 14 years old. A girl from Japan writes Rivers Cuomo a love letter, or, I don't even think it was a love letter. I think she just wrote him a fucking letter. And this freaking pathetic jackass literally falls in love with her based off a letter and writes a song about her and talks about fantasizing about her masturbating. He wrote a song fantasizing about a 14-year-old girl from Japan masturbating just because she wrote him a letter. You fucking creep! Okay, that's weird. Why do people listen to this album? Why is this acceptable to fucking listen to this fucking guy singing these melodies? These melodies are so catchy. These melodies are like lullabies. Literally, if you take the melodies, you can sing, you hum them to yourself, and they sound like freaking lullabies as old as time. Like, na 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 na. She's like, ooh, that's a pretty melody. And he's singing about listening to a child masturbate! And you know what? I'm cool with artists putting their awkward, dark, deep secrets and thoughts and emotions into their art. That's fine. If you got, that's kind of a dark secret that you fell in love with someone, a child, because they wrote you a letter. But I don't think that this is like an artistic choice. I really feel like Rivers Cuomo is just an idiot. He's just a dumbass who doesn't really, it didn't cross his mind that what he's singing about is fucking weird and gross and strange. He's just an idiot. He's not an artist. He's a fucking idiot. Stop. People always praise this album like, oh my god, it's so emotionally honest the way it just puts all these things out there. Okay, but like, it's just over and over and over again. He just keeps saying these weird, creepy things for this album. It's just like, are you being emotionally honest, or are you just a fucking idiot? And of course he's just a fucking idiot. But the songs are very catchy. I love the guitar tones. I love the abrasive guitar tones meet those sweet lullaby-esque melodies. It's just like, and like the lyrics, I can just pick at them all day. And the weird Japanese references, it's like, what the fuck are you doing in this album? I could pick at it all day, but the truth is, it really does have a charm to it, okay? It's fascinating, it's fun, it's not only is it just catchy, not only does every single one of these songs feel just immediately just like the melodies are gonna stick with you forever. Pink Triangle, come on, the fucking catchiest song ever, and also kind of funny lyrics too, but also kind of weird lyrics too, typical Weezer lyrics. By the way, speaking of Weezer, if there's one band out of every single band in the world that I think is the least cool band to have sex to, I think it's Weezer. And that says a lot. But, so, why did I say that? Oh yeah, so, weird lyrics, weird guitar, abrasive guitars, but honestly catchy, like immediately, like, you fall in love with these melodies. You kind of find the weirdness of the lyrics just charming in a really sick way. It's a cult classic for a reason. It got bad reviews when it came out for a reason, but it also is a cult classic for a reason. I'm gonna say 9.4 out of 10, okay? I just teeny tiny bit prefer the Blue Album. But this is quite a classic as well for a good reason. Abrasive guitar tones meet sweet melodies. What a good combination. Maybe I should copy that. Anyways, thank you for watching Punk Revolution Now. What do you like? Do you like Pinkerton more, Blue Album more? Tell me in the comments. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, etc. Thank you for watching Rivers Cuomo. You are a weirdo. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why did you write a whole fucking album about a 14-year-old Japanese girl you fucking fell in love with? You fucking weirdo. And you're fucking singing about her masturbating. You fucking creep. I would never do that. Punk Revolution Now.